On today's episode of the South Texas Skillet, I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious cinnamon rolls you have ever had. These cinnamon rolls are better than Cinnabon cinnamon rolls. They are soft and gooey, and I have a secret to creating a caramelized crust on the bottom. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is heat up 1 cup of milk to about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not overheat this. You don't want it to go over 110 degrees. All right, so then you're going to take some honey, just about a tablespoon or so. And then you're going to add in your yeast. I use the active dry yeast. Because I use the active dry yeast, I have to have some sort of sugar, which is why I use honey. If you use the instant yeast, you don't have to use any sugar. All right, give this a quick mix. You're gonna set it aside and let the yeast activate for about 5 minutes while we get the rest of the dough ready. When the yeast is ready, it'll get really foamy on top like you see here. All right, while you have your yeast in the milk activating, you're going to add in a large bowl 1/2 cup of sugar, 1 stick of butter that's been softened, almost melted. So you see I put it in the microwave until it just started to melt, and then I took it out. And then you're going to add in 2 eggs. These are farm fresh eggs from my chickens. And you're going to cream this together. All right, to your butter, sugar, egg mixture, you're going to add 4 cups of flour. I'm just using all-purpose flour today. You can use bread flour if you wanted to. Okay, to this you also need to add in 1 teaspoon of salt. All right, mix this together well. All right, I went ahead and added in my milk and yeast mixture. Now I'm just combining this just until it's combined. I don't want to mix it or knead it too much yet. I'm just doing it until all of that flour is incorporated, and we're going to let it set for about 5 minutes so it absorbs all of that moisture. All right, now that this has absorbed some of that moisture, we're going to turn it out onto a lightly floured surface and knead it for about 5 minutes. What's nice about letting the dough rest before you knead it is you're not going to have to knead it for quite as long. So that means your dough's not going to get overworked, and it's going to make it nice and soft. Okay, so I just have maybe 1/8 cup of flour here. You're going to fill the dough when you're kneading it, and you can add up to a 1/2 cup of flour to this dough. Don't add any more than that. I do think we're going to have to add some here on top because I can tell it's still pretty moist and wet. Okay, then all you're going to do is start kneading it, like I said, for about 5 to 7 minutes. This dough is just a little bit different than my normal bread dough. It is a little bit shaggier, maybe a little bit stickier, but you do want to just make sure you're kneading it out until it's smooth. It will not be as smooth as normal bread dough, and it won't have the same bounce back as normal bread dough does. All right, once you are done with your dough, you're going to put it in a clean bowl. I lightly sprayed mine with some oil. I'm going to set it in there, and then I flip it over to get the top side coated, and then flip it over again. And then I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap and then put a towel over it and let it set for 30 minutes. All right, as your dough is rising, you're going to make the cinnamon mixture to put inside of the rolls. So you're going to need 1 stick of softened butter. Again, you want it to be very softened, almost melted. Put that in a bowl. And to that, you're going to add in 1 cup of packed brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, and mix well. All right, once your dough has risen for about 30 minutes, you're going to lightly flour your work surface and flour your rolling pin. You're going to want to roll your dough out to about 24 inches by 15 inches. This will give you a nice rectangle to work with. All right, then you're going to get your cinnamon sugar mixture and spread it out on your dough. If the butter was not almost melted when you mixed it with the cinnamon and sugar, it's going to make it really hard to spread out. This is different than any other cinnamon roll recipe that I've made, because usually you melt the butter and pour it on the dough, then you add your cinnamon and sugar on top of the butter and you don't mix it together. I feel like when you mix it together like this first, you have a thicker cinnamon sugar layer in between your the rolls, and a lot of times when I do it the other way, I end up losing a lot of that cinnamon sugar out of the sides of the dough as I'm rolling it, and this way just makes it nice and thick, and you can get it as even as you need to or as you want to. It does take a little bit more time, but I feel like the results are definitely worth it. All right, so what I do here is I make sure to leave about a ½ inch to an inch space on the end. So when I roll it, I can pinch it together. On the sides and on this end, I try to get as close to the edge as possible. You can use your spatula to pick up some of this cinnamon sugar from places where it's a little bit thicker to move it around where you need to. It really just goes on like icing. So it's like you're icing a cake. I don't want to waste any of this delicious flavor, so I use a butter knife or a spoon and scrape it off with my spatula. All right, so you're going to start from this edge, and you want to start rolling it in a little at a time. I like to start from the middle and kind of work my way out towards the edges. So then this edge here, I'm going to try to push up and connect it to the dough where it doesn't have any cinnamon sugar, and it just helps seal it. All right, and I can tell that the middle of my dough is a lot thicker than the edges. To fix that, you just push it in slightly, get it to about the same consistency. Okay, and I do have a little bit of the cinnamon sugar coming out on the edges, but that's gonna be just fine. Okay, now all I'm going to do is take a stick of butter and grease my pan. And you're gonna grab a knife and you're gonna cut these into about 12 pieces. You can cut it in half first. It's gonna get a little bit squished, that's okay. You can use dental floss. They say dental floss keeps it from getting squished. I've always done just fine with a knife. All right, so now this side I'm gonna cut into about 6 pieces. Okay, and then this side I'm going to cut into about 6 pieces too. I like to kind of pre-make my marks. That way I can see if it's going to be even. So what I like to do is save these smaller pieces from the end, right? And put them in the middle of my pan. I don't want the big pieces in the middle of the pan where they're going to take longer to cook just because they're so big. All right, so the other ones I'm gonna start putting around. Again, if you use a regular knife and they get squished, just form them back into a circle. Use a 9x13 for this. So you're gonna have 4 rows with 3 in each row. My smaller ones I'm gonna put in the middle. This one is a little bit tall, that's okay. All right. All right, as you preheat your oven, you're going to let the rolls rise for just a little bit. And now it's time to add the secret ingredient. For our secret ingredient, we're just going to use half a cup of heavy cream, and we're gonna pour it right over the top of these cinnamon rolls. This heavy cream creates a caramel crust on the bottom of the cinnamon rolls, and it helps keep them moist and chewy, and it's just so delicious. All right, so these rolls do not look like they've risen very much at all, but I promise you they're gonna rise even more in the warm oven. All right, you're gonna put it in a preheated oven at 375 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna check them at the 20-minute mark, see how they're doing. If they're nice and golden brown, I'm gonna pull them out and let them set for a little bit, and then we'll ice them. Once your cinnamon rolls are done, you'll need to make your icing. This is a simple powdered sugar icing. It only has 4 ingredients. You can do a cream cheese icing if you want to, or add any flavorings that you would like. We like to keep it simple here. So this is 2 cups of powdered sugar, I have 2 tablespoons of melted butter, about 1 to 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then you're going to add in some milk. I have some here. This is about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to add a little bit at a time until I get the consistency that I want. The butter in this will help the icing have a nice sheen after it's kind of set up a little bit. Before the cinnamon rolls cool off completely, you're going to want to pour this over them. You don't want to do it right when they come out of the oven. You want to give them about 10 minutes to cool off first, but you definitely want them to be warm while you pour this over. It's going to help it soak into the cinnamon roll and be nice and gooey. All right, the cinnamon rolls are done. You can see how nice and flaky it is on the inside. Around the outsides and on top is that caramelly crust from the heavy cream. It's absolutely delicious. All right, these are still warm, so we're gonna cut into it and try it. Those really are the best cinnamon rolls I've ever had. They're absolutely amazing. My kids tell me that I have to make a double batch when I make these next time because they do not last long. They will eat them in one sitting. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and comment down below for more content.